Peak.
So I might. But yo, Character Podcast for myself, Daps.
No Spence, but Lamin.
Lamin is back, guys.
Woo!
He
Do a
is
little cheer. Let's put a little round of applause.
Woo! Lamin is back.
Let's go.
Keep like, subscribing, sharing. What was the last book up we did? Andy.
It's 101 today.
Andy.
Shout out Andy Cole.
That was a good one.
Hey, I don't want to say I said it every time someone like that comes on. I always say it could be one of the best ones I've listened to. Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
Do you know what was funny? He had a lot more, you know.
Who?
Andy. He had a lot more. I could feel there was
I think there was I think it's time and everything.
Yeah. He had a lot more.
Part 2 could easily
Quality
happen.
episode though.
Part 2 could easily happen.
I think part 2, maybe 3. There was a lot there.
Could easily happen. But yeah, guys, keep like, subscribing, sharing. Keep the feedback going.
See when a man says, sorry, I keep jumping. See when a man says, I was one of the best of my generation. See when a man says that?
I'm so happy he said that though, man. Because
You see, I know.
I did, yeah.
And you was like, right, I saw your face. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I didn't want him to feel like, you know, if Andy Cole had come in here and, cause I know they don't respect him, but if he felt that they didn't respect him as well and it was something that weighed heavy, that would really bother me.
Yeah.
Because he's a hero. Do you get what I'm saying?
Bruv, Andy Cole. Andy Cole. He gets the ball, scores a goal.
Andy Cole.
What a goal by Andy Cole. He gets the ball, scores a goal.
Andy Cole.
Hey, legend.
Mate.
Shout out Andy Cole, bro.
Yeah,
Shout
guys.
out Andy Cole. As Spence says every time.
Every time,
bro.
More coming up.
Every time.
More people coming up. You know, just keep locked in, man.
Trust me.
So,
wow.
Quite a few things to go on today.
It's a lot of stuff to talk about, man.
Liverpool first?
Yeah, of course. Naturally. What do you think? Because people are getting onto me and saying I'm a little bit too happy about it. And I'm not even trying to be happy. But
to be honest,
suppose,
I didn't want Liverpool winning the Champions League again.
No, of course not.
I didn't want them winning the Champions League.
And the Prem. Can you imagine?
And the Prem. That's stupid. That's silly. And what I'm happy about is it's the manner. Like, you know what? There's levels to this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's absolute levels to this. And what I didn't like was, I liked it because it was bitterness. You hear what Jurgen Klopp said today?
I heard what he said yesterday.
Yesterday.
I thought it was a bit out of line.
Yesterday, where it's just like, you have the players with that quality.
Listen, how can you have players of that quality and play football like that? I think that's a very...
It's solid.
That's almost something like... Yeah, it's very solid. But I think even he said it.
It's like
he said,
Mourinho
I know
said.
I'm a... Yeah.
I knew he was going to say that.
No, it was though. No, it was. But,
Mourinho said something else. Yeah, go.
But it's almost like... All right, you know when Wenger was around, yeah, and we would lose, yeah, and sometimes you'd get a bit upset because he would almost just admit defeat, kind of thing. Like when we lost to Barcelona. Yeah, everyone knows they're better than us, but don't turn around and say, yeah, it's the best game we've ever played in 1,000 games, and but Messi's just on another level. Don't do that. Do you know what I'm saying? I felt like
it's honest.
No, it is, but it's kind of the honesty you don't want your manager to say that. Because it's basically him saying, yeah, cool, regardless of what we would have done, we would have lost the game, which potentially would have been reality. But what Klopp did yesterday was a little bit like that, but the opposite. Because Wenger's done that before as well. When he just said, when Mourinho first come and talk about parking the bus, like, why should I play to your strengths? I don't understand that. It's like, why should I play to your strengths?
It's like he wanted Atletico Madrid to come and just go gung ho. And yes, they got players, but they've got players to execute that style of play, and it works.
In the 500 games that Simeone's had them, when have they ever played like that?
And the thing is, I saw someone tweet saying people are going mad about. Klopp's going mad about the way they were playing, but do you think they play like that in the league week in, week out? He's like, this is knockout football. You do what you have to do.
Bruv, you do what you got to do.
And over 2 games, he's beat them twice, which means it works.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah, he's beat them on the night twice. Yeah, you're right.
He's beat them twice on the night. So it's not like... And the thing is, granted, that second half especially, they were just up on thingy. But Simeone sets up his teams to defend for their lives.
Bruv.
But then when they get a chance going forward, get me.
Their thing's different. You see that Jan Oblak, bro?
You see Partey?
Bruv. Partey bad.
Oh,
Partey bad.
Bro.
Partey.
I knew he was good,
I
but...
couldn't actually believe...
Yeah,
you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know it was that good.
No. I knew he was good.
I didn't know it was that good. I didn't know it was that good.
I knew he was good, but I didn't know he was that good.
I didn't know he was that good. And I didn't know he could do that job for 120 minutes.
Bruh.
Bruv, do you know how much of a shift he put in?
Bruh. Partey he's good. He's good.
Thomas
really
Partey.
Yeah, you see Yao Felix, yeah?
Yeah, go on.
didn't have a good game yesterday.
Nah, they have a good game.
But the first match, I think Atletico got some really, really good
They've got
players.
some fucking good players.
Oh,
They've got some good players. And when you look at their squad,
Felix a lot.
you can understand what Klopp means here, but you haven't got the right to say that.
No, but the thing is, they've been given instructions. Because look, they had to play with that low block for however long.
Bruv,
And it was relentless. Imagine it was open.
this is
Imagine it was an open game.
They played with that low block for 210 minutes.
Bro.
200. Can you did that? Can someone even fathom how drilled? Like people are saying, okay, cool. In fairness though, I had a chat with someone earlier. I chat with Rick. Shout out Rick, yeah. And he was saying, because he was at the game, innit? He said it was mad to watch, yeah, when you were there live, yeah. He said it's probably not so much a tactical masterclass.
Yeah.
More so Liverpool wasted a lot of chances. They were very wasteful, bro. However, you see Atletico's resolve, and this is the point I was trying to make to him. See Atletico's resolve to just stick to the instructions.
Yeah.
Regardless of what happens. And you just know that is drilled. That's just this is what you do, and this is what you do.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And shall I tell you what I liked as well, yeah? It's by any means necessary. It
Bro,
got to
it's
a
by any
point,
means.
yeah, they've got this mentality
Any means.
where once you defend, get rid. Boom. None of this playing at the back.
Yeah, nah, it's not the game for that.
The ball's
It's
gonna
not
come
the game
back.
for that.
The ball's
Yeah, it's gonna
but at
come.
least survive now, and
Yeah.
then we deal with.
Do you know what it is?
with the
Yeah,
next
we'll deal
wave.
with.
We'll deal with it. But for
I
now,
thought that was
get rid.
Do you know what? I thought I was the only person who clocked that.
Nah.
I'm thinking, bruv, because you know in reality, they're not that wasteful in possession like that, you know?
Of course not.
Normally, they're a lot more like, a bit more, but then they was thinking, you know what, it's going to be wave after wave. So guess what we won't do? We're not going to see if we can go forward, start charging, leaving gaps. We're just going to keep
Boom,
there.
boom.
Yeah, get it into the channel or whatever.
Get it into touch.
Get it into touch, reset.
Bring it.
Nah, from
And then
that point
when
of view,
when it mattered,
yeah.
barring the Adrian, even with that Adrian, the finish was nice, but
Do you know what?
You
I
see the
said
second goal?
that, and people are saying, yeah, but I'm saying, no, but he still had a lot to do.
yeah, no, the finish was nice.
was
The finish
fucking
was
good.
nice. On top of that second goal, a lot of people trying to blame Adrian again, but
No.
it's poor defending.
No.
It's poor
Who
defending.
did you pick out in that second goal?
Second goal,
This was
Van Dijk first. No,
Okay.
Van Dijk and then Henderson.
Oh, was it Hendo?
Yeah,
I
Hendo's there.
didn't think it was him, you know.
No, because Van Dijk, if you look at the goal, he gets the ball, no one engaged him. Back off.
Because this was Marat. This wasn't Marat. This was
what's this guy's name?
Begins with M.
I don't know. Forgotten. But
No, I'm thinking about the sequence that led up to the
Llorente.
loose pass. Llorente. I'm thinking about the sequence that led up to the loose pass though. Because I looked at it yesterday and I was saying to someone, I said, you know what, yeah? Was it Endo? I think it might have been Wijnaldum, you know, bruv.
what, that was there?
Hey, was it Henderson?
No,
Was it
'cause
Henderson?
it was Henderson. 100%. 100% it was Henderson. I can get it up now. I can fucking get it up now. Yeah, no, it was
What did I see in
Henderson.
that goal?
Oh, what? I don't know what you've seen, but basically, Van Dijk kept backing away, didn't engage. And he basically had a free shot, but then
He did, but it
Hendo's
was-
come in.
But it was about 30 yards out, bruv.
Hmm?
It was far. It was quite far out, you know.
Yeah, but the thing is, let me see.
I feel sorry for Adrian though, man.
There it is.
Let me see.
So look,
All right. Yeah, you're right. So look at it. Yeah, you're right. What's Virgil? Yeah.
the only one that actually went engaged,
Yeah, you're right. That's a good
I think
point.
was Milner. The only one that went to get engaged was Milner. But they've done that, giving them a free shot. He's bent it around them, and then Adrian maybe should have done better, but he got that shot off way too easy.
But he's put that in the bottom corner, in the proper bottom bin.
He's got that off way too easily. And then,
For the last goal, the Morata one,
Gomez.
Who did you see?
flat-footed.
Gomez. Yeah.
Gomez flat-footed.
The thing
And
I
the thing
put
is,
in that straight away, I was
It
like,
was
you know what?
so.
I get the bit before, but
Yeah.
he's still on halfway line.
Thing is, the moment Morata laid it off to him, I said he's
You
gone.
could just see he's gone.
He's gone.
You saw it in
He's gone. Because Gomez is faster than Morata. But because the way he was
In the
so
footwork.
flat-footed
But
and
he's
like
so
this
flat,
and so
square.
square. Yep.
Oh, mate.
It was always going
it's
to be.
frightening.
Yeah. And then he finished that off and game
Bro,
done.
they missed a lot of chances, man.
Oh,
They
you know,
missed a lot of chances.
even ones where like Salah cuts in, normally he'll bend that in,
Bend that
he's
in,
doing
top
it
in or
over.
something. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But someone was there. Rick was there. He said, "Yeah, lab." He said, "I ain't gonna lie. When you watch it live, he said Salah's got to forget about that top bin. Just place it in the corner.
Maybe,
And in fairness, he got a
maybe,
point.
but you have to look at it that
But to be fair,
most
he's done
times
it
he
before and it
does
goes
it.
in.
He
Yeah,
does
yeah,
it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Yeah.
Do you know who I thought was awesome for Atletico? Koke.
Oh, yeah.
Well, brother, do you remember? I think I said in the group, I said the geezer's limping.
Yeah.
Couldn't run no more.
Yeah.
Because obviously they play a mad narrow 4. They played 4, like a 4-4-2, but it's like a 4-4-1. Then their 4 is narrow. As soon as the ball goes wide to the right, Koke makes a sprint to try to double up, because obviously they wanted Alexander-Arnold like whipping in the ball some deep, innit? Did you notice that?
Can we say this as well? In fact, go on.
They wanted him crossing from deep. Obviously, they know about his ability. Yeah? You could see that. They wanted him crossing from deep. And the only thing they didn't anticipate for is in fairness, it's weird. The right back doesn't normally get overlapped, innit? Or doesn't necessarily have a runner off of his touch. But Wijnaldum's movement is actually it's actually something special.
Yeah, no, he played well.
I said to someone yesterday, I think I might have said in the group, I said, I've clocked how Liverpool play. I couldn't work it out all year. For last 2, I haven't worked. I clocked it yesterday. It's timing. Everything is rhythm. It's timing. Bro, they're creating space where there is none.
You know, it's
physically
drilled.
Is none.
No, it's drilled. So a lot of their plays, it's like, if you repeat it enough, I remember Spence used to say this, if you repeat it enough, it's easy to like, it becomes like telepathic.
Yeah, they do it naturally.
Yeah, do you get what I'm saying? But also as well, you've got to have the ability to
did you see those times Atletico had the tightest 2 banks of 4 ever? But Liverpool still picking up gaps. I was thinking, what? But I realised what it was. You've got, at one point, you had 3 midfield, innit? Henderson was the only one in the middle of the pitch. Wijnaldum was here, and then who played to left, man? Oxlade-Chamberlain was here.
He played well.
Yeah,
Liverpool are really unlucky. But
they're a good team. Do you know what? They're a fucking good team, you know.
No. Liverpool.
Fucking see, they're a fucking good team.
But what I wanted to say,
it, but sorry, I'm swearing a lot today.
Yeah, no. Just do what you want. But what I wanted to say was, you see yesterday, yeah. See Champions League football. Yeah?
No, it's different.
Like, there's levels.
It's levels.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's different.
That's why when Dan came here before and was telling me that Trent's the best, is the best right back in the world.
No, he ain't.
Yesterday, I realised, I knew it from before. He's not the best in the world.
He's not the best. He has a great delivery. He's got great cross.
Great delivery, great passing.
Ability on the ball.
But
yeah,
there's times he needs to improve as a defender.
He needs to be defensively better.
It's one of those ones where if you take that out of him, like yesterday, like you said, they're making him cross from deep, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. He can still do it, but we're going to make it harder for him.
Yeah, we're going to make it more difficult.
And if you take that out, Trent was just not... Well, at least with Robertson, Robertson, yeah. Robertson was up and down and making things happen
he scored
and
twice.
Whatever. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas Trent, cross, if it doesn't work, then what else have you got? And if you look at the goals, if you look at the second goal especially, he was caught so far and couldn't get back up. And he normally gets away with it because Liverpool don't get caught out like that.
Look at the third goal when he sprinted back.
Yeah.
And why you what was, even the Manaman said, he said, why have you committed that foul?
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about that one. That was so stupid.
Why have you committed that foul?
That was so... I said in the group, I said, are we looking at Trent?
Why have you committed that foul?
I said, are we looking at Trent? Like, and Van Dijk shouted at him and he tried to...
And he tried to kind of...
Yeah.
But why...
Listen. I said, this ain't a top right back, you know. The guy's going nowhere. Like, he's one up there by himself.
You're losing this game. You do not need the game to stop.
Bruh. And he just got and do that. I'm just like, what the heck is this guy doing?
That shows his maturity though, innit?
Whereas Carragher said earlier on this week, after the Manchester derby, that Wan-Bissaka is probably the best
defensively. I
best
saw that.
one-on-one.
One-on-one. Which, to be fair, I think everyone's known that for a while.
Yeah, I think that.
But I don't like why people shit on Bissaka, yeah?
His deliveries and that.
Well, he's not as good a footballer.
That's but do you know what it is? No, 100%.
You wouldn't want him to do like a 2-touch, or you wouldn't want him, no disrespect to him. No banter. But no disrespect you wouldn't do it with Kyle Walker either. But you wouldn't want him to kind of like play in a keep ball. Do you understand? But you see, when you've got a defensive drill, he's the man you want.
Yeah.
He's 100% the guy you want.
100%. I think there was one game, it was possibly against either Man City or Liverpool, where he had a bad day. He had a bad day.
Everyone was skinning him.
Yeah. He had a bad day.
Oh, he didn't even have a bad day. He just got sent by Firmino. Do you remember that?
He got sent. He got sent. It was that game. But also, he got zero help that day on that wing. He got zero help. But apart from that game,
you ain't done much wrong.
You ain't beating him. Do you get what I'm saying? And a lot of people will come and this ain't me saying Trent's rubbish. I don't think Trent's rubbish, but I've always said I want my defenders to defend first.
Always.
And the only reason why people put Trent up is because he's unreal going forward.
Yeah.
That's literally it.
Yeah.
He's unreal going forward. But if you take that out of him, like Wan-Bissaka, he will give you something going forward. People don't really respect what he does going forward because you've got Trent there.
Yeah.
But defensively, I'll have him in my team all day long. And I was going to say, when it comes to Euros, if we have it because of this Corona thing, who would you go with?
I think it depends.
Do you know what? No. Do you know what it is?
If I'm playing a defense, if we're
playing teams lesser than us,
if you're
then
playing,
us, I keep saying us. I don't like saying us. then
if you're playing, if his tactics are we're gonna set up and we're gonna be sound defensively, you don't play Alexander-Arnold.
No,
just no way in hell, right? And anyone who argues that's stupid, right? But if stupid. If he sets up to say, you know what, we're gonna be expansive. And we're going to want, like sometimes England do this, innit? Well, especially in the days of Ashley Cole, where you would be expansive, but you'd need the fullback to bomb and create space at the right time.
Then it's Trent.
You play Alex without a shadow of a doubt.
I think teams that shouldn't really hurt England.
Yeah.
Teams that shouldn't really hurt England, you play Trent all day long.
Teams that ain't got wingers.
Yeah.
Teams that ain't got wingers. You
basically.
Yeah.
But if you're playing teams who, like you say, got wingers and they're better opposition. Like if you're playing like a Germany,
you don't play Trent.
And you got them man like Serge,
you got Royce and you got Gnabry and you do not play
and Sané and all them man.
You don't play.
You don't play Trent. You don't play.
It's just and that's no shit on him. You just don't play. That's not the guy you play in the 4-4-2. Not in a million years.
Cool. We're gonna have to fly through stuff today because time is of the essence.
Mazza.
It's been long. Oh, sorry, my cousin from Nigeria just shouted at me, man.
Big him up.
Yeah.
Where's he in Abuja?
No, Akure, bro.
Oh, he's in our car?
Yeah.
The sunshine.
Akure. So, trust me.
Let's go back.
What was I going to say? Gilmore. Shout out Crosser. Crosser wanted me to talk about this.
Yeah. Good player.
I like him a lot.
Seen him in person 2 years ago. Seen him last year. You know what? I don't want to say I was overly, massively impressed with what he did. I was impressed with how he handled it.
What, the last thingy?
The last 2 games he's been. I was impressed with how he handled
it. I think he's played well.
Because but that's how he plays. You see how he's getting he's busy on the ball, gives it, he's neat, he's playing little balls around the corner, keeping it safe. That is how he plays in the 18th.
Yeah.
And do you know how, obviously I'm a midfielder, I'm a centre midfielder. So I see
good
it,
one as well.
I see it. Cheers, man. I see it in a slight in a bit more of a biased way, innit? And people always say, "Oh yeah, I always like those kind of players." But you know what? He reminds me of Jody Morris. Do you remember Jody Morris? Do you remember watching him?
Come on.
But do you understand?
Yeah, he's got that,
he's that little mold, innit? Bruv, he's gonna have a good career. Like it's not even as long as he stays fit. It's not even in question. I think
I like him a lot,
well, and he handled it.
What I don't like though is that he's had 2 games, 2, 3
2 games.
2, 3 games?
Yeah.
And there's already people talking about international call-ups and that. And
for Scotland?
Yeah. International call-ups and, raving. And I'm just like, listen, just let him play football.
Yeah, let him carry on.
Just let him play football.
Let him establish himself.
But he's played really, really well.
Yeah.
And he's not seemed like he's been overwhelmed by it.
That's what I'm saying. The way he's dealt with it
has
has been like something out of a fucking textbook. It's been ridiculously good. But at the same time, let him carry on. Do you know what? Just to throw another argument there, yeah? Right. What do you think of Reece James?
I like him a lot.
Right, okay. Defensively.
I like him a lot.
Attacking wise.
I like him a lot.
Right, okay.
But do you know what it is?
Ooh.
Do you know what it is? Sorry. He's like, you see with Trent, he gives you, there's an overload going forward, but defensively he can't do it. Whereas Wan-Bissaka defensively he can do it, but going forward he can't. Yeah. Reece gives you both.
Yeah.
And he does it well.
And his quality forward is good.
Yeah, his quality forward is good.
Yeah.
But obviously, when you're always going to compare it to like Trent, which you can't do, but it's still good. But thing is, Trent is unreal with his crosses and whatever.
What he does.
Yeah. So Reece James is really, really good doing that. Defensively, he's good. He's not as good as Wan-Bissaka, but he's good. And I think Chelsea in him have a top.
They've got another Aspilicueta.
Yeah, he can go on
to
be
around forever. But that's what I think he will overtake both of them.
Trent and Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah. I think if he keeps playing and he keeps developing and he becomes a bigger player for the team, because obviously right now he's only first year in the Premier League. He played Championship last year.
I don't know.
I think he'll overtake them.
I don't.
As a right back.
I think he'll overtake. He'll overtake Trent.
You don't think he'll overtake Wan-Bissaka?
No. It depends. The only reason why he'll overtake Wan-Bissaka is because England suit his style more. He suits England's style more.
Reece James.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then that's the only reason why.
That's the only reason.
Not because he's a better defender.
Yeah.
Not because he's a better defender, but
yeah.
I think Wan-Bissaka will go on to become one of the best in the world. 100%. I think he'll go on to become one of the best fullbacks in the world.
Fucking hell, big statement.
Yeah, he's not there yet. But
you think he's going to go on to become... I don't know about best in the world. I ain't going to lie.
He's 20 years old or 19 years old or whatever.
They're all like under
and
21,
he's that hard to beat.
Yeah, it's mad.
So the basics, like when you're so young, you're still. So you see Trent's really, really young, so he can still develop the defensive thingy. Do you get what I mean? He's still got time.
I see your point.
When you're that young and the basics of defending,
you just have it.
You've got it. And now it's about just.
Can you imagine he weren't even a defender?
Neither was Trent though.
Yeah, he was a midfielder. I've actually seen some clips of him when he was when he played midfield. He's a passer.
Yeah. I think when you're that young and you've got the basics of defending one-on-one.
Yeah, you're right. And to be fair, you make a good point.
And everything will, like in terms of positioning, he's cool. He's got recovery, so that's but he's not really out of position too much.
No.
Do you get what I'm saying? It's not like Walker, who was always out of position, but he's got unreal speed.
Mad recovery.
Yeah. So other things like just getting to know position a bit more, and that's just going to come. It's going to come. Yeah. Now, the hardest thing to teach a defender is how to defend. But he's got it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay, I'll give
he's got it. So I think he'll go on to become one of the best in the world. Especially, do you know what? Especially in this United team. I'm not going to lie to you.
You see Igalo's goal today?
Oh, yeah. Shout out Igalo. I'm not going to lie to you. You see Pogba coming back into this team.
It's kind of coming together, isn't it?
And I put a group, I don't know which group I put it in. I was saying, and I tweeted it. Basically, Ole, is he kind of showing you what happens when you kind of stick with your manager?
Potentially.
And you don't.
To be fair, you're right. Yeah,
because he was like odds on to
lose his job.
And then it's like you're always going to have to go through the tough periods before you get there. But now, they're fifth in the league. Only what?
Can you imagine?
2 or 3 points behind or whatever.
Can you imagine it?
And it's coming together for them.
Slowly.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Bruno Fernandes.
What a buy.
Yeah. I said to my boy Sam, have Sam's been in this podcast before?
Bruv.
I said to him before that he's going to be I didn't because he wanted Bruno Fernandes from time ago. And I was like, I don't want you lot to get this player. Because he's a really, really good player.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And he's showing that. I don't think someone tweeted the other day that he's the best centre mid in the league. I said he's not even the best centre mid in his team. So
I saw that tweet actually.
Yeah, he's not even the best.
And the guy said, what did he say?
Don't at me.
I said, don't at me.
Yeah. I was just like, he's not even the best in his team.
I was cracking up.
Like people are getting too carried away with the fact that. But you know what? Again, it's the media. The media are proper.
He started well. Has he played against any top teams yet?
Man City. He didn't play well against Man City, I don't think.
Yeah, I think that game, to be fair, that game was a bit of a foregone conclusion. But has he played? He would. Okay, do you know what? We'll judge him next year.
Yeah, no, judge him. From what you've seen, he's got a lot. But I think Pogba coming back into that, and the problem with Pogba has always been that he's playing with players who are not beneath him, but
they're not on his wavelength.
Yeah, they're not on the wavelength.
Yeah.
Suddenly now you've got Bruno Fernandes who looks like okay, I get you. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah,
so Pogba's now looking like okay.
Yeah, okay, what's going on?
Yeah, what's going on?
Play next midfield with this guy.
This is it. And then just next to him, you've got people like Fred who have come on leaps and bounds.
He's do you know what?
I need to find the podcast.
Put some respect on his name.
I need to find the podcast where I said Fred is actually a good player.
Put some respect on his name because I was on this thing where I weren't really having him and not having him.
I know,
but I have to put some respect on his name. No, do you know what? He's done his thing. He's done his
thing.
And
then McTominay, who I like McTominay a lot. I don't know what it is about him. He's not the most. He's almost like you see how people say Liverpool need Henderson because that just. Tempo and that
he has that thing about him.
He just has that.
He has that thing about
gets in and among. I just like him. On the ball, I don't really like him.
He has that thing about
Matic looks like he's just become a whole new player again. Like he's looking at the Matic of old. He
looks fresh.
Yeah, looking at the Matic of old.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't think he just looks fresh. I don't know what it is. Bruv, you know, sometimes you go through these moments, yeah. Obviously, when you played as well, you go through these moments where you're not really doing anything different, but it's just not working.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
But as well, he spent a lot of time in and out of the team, or just out of the team.
Yeah, it just doesn't happen for you. Ian Wright said that sometimes. You just go to certain clubs, it just doesn't happen for you. You're not doing anything different. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? And I think sometimes the United ones, they've had that period where it's just not for what, bruv. They probably do the same shit in training on a fucking daily. It just weren't happening. And now Ollie's kind of, like you said, he's ridden the sort of the wave, and it looks like it's kind of ticking. And you've got people like, you know, you've actually got a focal point in your attack now. Do you know what I'm saying? Because in fairness, when you had Martial and you had Thing, you could have had a bad focal point, but you needed the focal point. Do you kind of see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now they've actually got an okay one. I don't think Igalo is special, but I don't think he's not. People are getting onto him. He ain't shit.
No, but he does. No, he ain't rubbish at all. So
But
when people
he's a
are thinking,
focal point.
but you know what it is? They wanted like the big name and whatever. And
He wanted Cavani.
so even against
Cavani wouldn't even have worked in that. It wouldn't really work probably in that team.
no, you ain't gonna play.
Because
No, actually, I don't know. You know,
No, because obviously he pulls wide a lot. Cavani doesn't. Man United need
Cavani is that
a
player.
central player.
No, I think Cavani would have done well because United have finally got a player who can find those runs. And Cavani's a player that feeds off. What's the word I'm looking for? Feeds off service. So where with Bruno Fernandes, and then when you bring
Okay, I see what you're
Pogba in,
saying.
like I think Cavani wouldn't have worked if they kept the same.
If they kept the same.
Yeah. So I don't think that would have
So they
worked.
needed to bring in like a Bruno Fernandes.
But even against City, for that second goal, Igalo, the way he held up that ball,
Right, I'm telling you, people, you need a focal. You know, when you play football, there's always a pattern. And I tell people, so there's always a pattern to football. Yeah, and every footballing team does this. It's front, it's back, and it's through. You play forward, you set back, and you play through. It's the same pattern.
Yeah.
All the best football. Man City do it all the time. Liverpool do it all the time. It's all the footballing teams in the world play that same thing.
Yeah.
They might do it slightly differently, in different speeds and different distances, but it's the same concept. You have to go front, back, and through.
Yeah.
And in fairness to United, if you don't have anyone to go front to, you can't play football.
What's going on with City, bro?
Do you know what it is? I think they're written off.
They look like
Yeah,
it.
they're written off.
They look like
they
it.
know. Their thing is they've said, we need to win a championship.
And also, I think they, to be honest, in the league, they've just kind of written off.
And I think he did that a while ago.
But yeah, and also, I think we mentioned it earlier in the season, the arrogance in not buying a centre back.
I've said it.
Yeah, no, we said it. We said it.
I did
Like,
say it.
It was arrogance and
it was a bad mistake.
yeah, to put Fernandinho and Rodri, he's done well, but Fernandinho would do better in that. But just put him in this position. Do you get what I'm saying? And then
that one, what you needed in there.
And they need two centre backs.
Yeah, legit.
They need two centre backs
Because
Laporte's there.
Jones,
but he ain't having Stones.
Stones.
Yeah,
Sorry,
he ain't having Stones.
you can just
Otamendi's
see
not
he's
good
not.
enough.
Stones is not in favour.
Yeah,
Otamendi's time's gone, and that's literally and Laporte. That's I think. Do you know what it is? I've said it. I've said it to people, and I said, look, you know, I've said it in here. I've said it in I've said it outside. You can't go in. I've never known a Premier League championship winning team where they've only got 3 top centre backs. I've never known it, or 3 established centre backs.
yeah.
I've never known it. And he went into that season as if no one's going to get injured. Or no one's form is going to go. Do you know what I mean? It's poor.
Yeah.
Even Liverpool have like 5.
That's what I'm saying. So
do you understand what I'm saying? Are you surprised that they're doing better than you? You have what? Van Dijk, Gomez, Matip, Dejan Lovren. Who else they got? They got someone else.
Matic.
Can't remember.
Matip.
Yeah.
Matip. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't say him. Yeah, Matip.
Matip, Van Dijk, Lovren, and Gomez. But they've got another one. I'm sure they have.
Don't know. But there's just
But you've got 4. Do you know what I mean? You've got 4. And I think they just, I don't know. But yeah, I think that was a poor decision. That was a poor decision, man.
And very quickly,
Virgil van Dijk.
what do you call them people?
What people?
Tottenham.
Shit.
Hey, shit. This is my take on Tottenham.
Who do you think is shit? Tottenham. Thank you.
This is my take on Tottenham. Yeah, people have been banding around this whole Jose Mourinho. He's done it again. He's messed them up. But Jose Mourinho
Is
should
that
never.
what people are saying?
Jose Mourinho should never have taken that job.
It was a bit of a poison chalice, isn't it?
He should never have taken that
It
job
was a bit of a
because
poison chalice. It was an uphill tap.
no, because Pochettino was saying this team is
you
not
knew,
good enough.
You knew going
not
into
good
it.
enough.
If you were listening, you knew going into it, you would have this problem.
So now that these things are happening, and also he's doing it without Kane and Son, that's another thing.
Yeah, that
Like,
doesn't help.
It's just you're looking at the team, they just look bang average, man. They look bang average. And him calling out Ndombele the other day, I'm here for it. I know you're not really here for that sort of stuff, but I'm totally here for it because
There's a way in it.
I watched I watched that game. Oh, they're coming in. I think we've got to go now.
Ross Clark.
I watched that game, and I watched that game.
Yeah.
Give me 2 minutes, yeah? Is that right? I'll wrap up. Yeah. I watched that game and I thought the exact same thing about Ndombele in the first half.
Just don't move.
I was like, this guy's not, he's got on the ball, he's great.
Yeah.
But he just doesn't, Spence would say he runs like he's got a caravan on his back. He's just off the ball, he does nothing.
He runs like he's got a caravan on his back.
Yeah, off the ball, he does absolutely nothing. And it's not good enough for all the ability that he's got. And Jose Mourinho calling him out, I'm here for it. I don't think Tottenham is actually his fault. I think he's inherited a bad team. And he's probably just waiting to see what happens in the summer.
So did Pochettino overachieve then?
100. We all know Pochettino overachieved with this team. What do you think? Wrap up. Last day's on you.
I think Jose's. Yeah, I think it was a poison chalice to start with. I actually kind of feel sorry for him, and you know I'm not a massive feeler sorry for the guy, but I actually feel sorry for him. I think there's an angle though where Jose's got to recognise what he's had, and there's no. I just don't believe in this calling people out in the press, in like the media thing. Do it behind closed doors. Just don't play him again. Sack him off. Send him to the 23. Do something else. You ain't got to do that. Everyone can see what the problem is.
Yeah.
Right. You haven't got. I just don't understand it. So from my point of view, I still don't agree with it. I can get why he did it though. I still don't agree with it, but there's another way to do it. Winston Bogarde him off. 23s, 18s. Yeah, 23s, 18s, and then he'll cut.
Cool.
Do you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, guys, let us know what you think about what we discussed today.
Yeah, short blast today.
A short one. That's what.
And hopefully next time this coronavirus thing don't take everything out.
Yeah. Trust me. Hey, they might cancel everything, bro.
Everything might be gone. Liverpool might not win the league.
We 10 dead.
Shout out the beautiful game.
Like I said. They'd hate that, innit? Yeah, cool. Let us know what you think. Subscribe, liking, all of that good stuff.
Keep sharing it.
And as always, see ya.
Peace. Easy.